Hello everyone, Dr. Victoria Scarbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today we're going to be doing the tarot scopes for the sign of Aquarius. That's Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Aquarius Rising. I usually do a little bit of an astrology reading before, but I think I'm going to keep it just the tarot, except that I have to say that at the beginning of the month, the end of July and the beginning of August, there is a conjunction between Uranus, which is your ruling planet, Mars, and the North Node. So you are no stranger to change, are you, Aquarius? So there are a lot of people who don't really do well with that, and so how to handle it may not be in their Felix bag of tricks, but it's in yours. So you may be finding yourself doing some triage this month. So I'm going to be using the Illuminated Earth Oracle deck to do the reading. This is actually not a tarot deck, but a beautiful deck by an artist from the Seattle area named Claire, I think, Claire Mack. I love this deck. You can get it on Etsy. All right. All right. Let's see what's up for you guys. What's going on? What's going on? Of course, democracy is often associated with the sign of Aquarius. So, you know, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all of us. It's a beautiful, beautiful dream. It's an American dream worth dreaming, I think. We just have to figure out how to apply it to the people who are here before we try spreading it like peanut butter all around the world. Okay. Let's see. So the first card up is relationship. Very often relationship in many of the decks is like, oh, it's relationship. But I don't know if you see it. These two rocks that have fallen from the sky are crashing into each other. So relationship is a balance of give and take. And we can get in these ways of being of only giving or only taking. It's the narcissist empath construct, or S&M, right? Say one's sadistic and one's masochistic. It's kind of the same energy, but those are the parts that are furthest apart, right? Those are the parts. So is it all about me? Is it all about you? Is it the relationship? What do I need to do to bend myself into a million directions so that I can stay in a relationship that's I'm not sure I even really want to be in? So there's all these sort of relationship dynamics that are up for you. And, you know, sometimes agreeing to disagree is the best way to go with these things. You know, stay on your side of the fence on certain issues and come together on other issues that you can agree upon, right? So relationship is always a challenge for any sign. Aquarius, it tends to be, doesn't have that much of a relationship problem with relationship if it's not personal. Like Aquarius can, what did Jeff Jower used to say? Aquarius is love humanity, it's people they have trouble with. It's the personal stuff. The personal ego stuff that sometimes Aquarius struggles with in others and in themselves. So what's crossing it? We have influence here. You know, it's interesting because the United States has an Aquarius moon. So this could, if you look at the Sibley chart, this could be a United States chart. Influence, the challenge is the influence, right? The influence. The people who are out there as influencers, mainly the media. So we have all these issues with the relationship, but it's as if the media has, you know, sees that it gets them energy, it gets them attention. And so instead of trying to find ways of balancing things out, they seem to want to just poke at the same thing, right? And that sort of gives us the reactions that we have. So that's the challenge. Let's see what's at the core of this. Yes, of course, evolution. Evolution is at the core. We are evolving, and you evolve through your emotional body. Evolution is an emotional thing. It's a feeling thing. That's why it's so very difficult at times. It feels like a death often, but it's a death and a rebirth. So stand in the surety that whatever is happening is meant to happen as service to us evolving and becoming more integrated, more whole. Now, if you go by the astrology, what do we look at? We look at Pluto and we look at the nodes of the moon. Pluto is in Capricorn, but Pluto evolves through its polarity point. So Pluto is asking us to go in the direction of Cancer, which is about nurturance and taking care of each other and children, right? And mothers and the feminine, the power in that, the power in love, the power in nurturance, the power in taking care of one another. And then the North Node is in Taurus, and it's kind of about feeding each other. I mean, honestly, we're at the brink of many places are in famine, and you know, it's only going to get worse. And we'd rather spend our fortunes on blowing people up than feeding people? Is that where we want the money to go? Take away the money for food stamps in America and have the highest military, billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. What, maybe perhaps in service, right? To help another country. But if we can't help ourselves, I'm all for helping other countries, believe me. But we do have to stop looking outside of ourselves and start looking inside of ourselves. That's why we're in the shape we're in. Aquarius. In the past we have decay, so something has died, something is no longer useful. Although decay is not necessary, maybe not be useful for you, but decay brings a death and a rebirth, right? Anybody who's a gardener, you know, you take your garden scraps, the leaves and different things, you put them in the garden, you have soil, you grow more things. So decay is a natural process. And the things that are decaying are the things that don't hold up anymore. They don't hold up. In the sky, we have the memory card. So this could be remembering the past, but it could also, remembering means to remember yourself. Put yourself back together. Integrate yourself. She has a web behind her. She has a, what do you call those things? A dream catcher. Right? Just a dream catcher. But it's the web that we weave. And sometimes we forget that we're more than our physical self. That's only a part of us. We're having this experience in this lifetime. It's a part of us that needs to have this experience to witness, to bear witness to it, to learn from it, to evolve through it, or to aid other people in evolving through it. The immediate future is blocked. Blocked. It may not feel like there's any progress this month for you. That's what it may feel like. Let's see what else is going on. How other people see you. The moon. Distant, far away? No, just kidding. Well, maybe, but I feel like the moon card's emotional. And it's interesting because Aquarius aren't generally that emotional. So perhaps you're more emotional than usual and people are noticing. Your domestic situation, water. What a beautiful card. Look at the rainbow. Can't have a rainbow without water. Healing in your domestic situation. It's time to attend to the healing that is needed. America. Taking care of the mothers and the children and the women. Hopes and fears. It feels like there's a huge obstacle, doesn't it? I mean, I'm not surprised if you get this for your immediate future. That your fear is that it's just about the obstacle. See the outcome. Combustion. This is the fire of spirit bursting forth. So for most of the month, right, we have this energy, but by the end of the month, the fire is burning. Is it the fire of anger? Is it the fire of spirit? Is it the fire of creativity? What is it? You're going to know by the end of the month, I think. Methinks. Underneath it all, we have childhood, harmony, and anguish. These cards together, it's time to heal your childhood issues, honestly. Time to heal. Time to attend to the inner child. Aren't these cards beautiful? I freaking love these cards. All right. Let's do a goddess card and see if we can get a little bit more elucidation about all these rocks in the way. You might just have to do some heavy lifting. I mean, you might actually be building a rock wall. If you're in Massachusetts, it's easy to build a rock wall. There's rocks everywhere. All right. Where am I? Oh, here we go. Okay, we're going to be using the Goddess Guide Me Oracle. Oh, I found it. Okay. I said, oh, I'm going to put it here so I can find it easy. And then I put like 3 things on top of it. All right, let's see. Goddess. They have to change the name of this oracle deck. I am sorry. Goddess, Guide, and Guard Us oracle deck. I hope that's not like against the law to call it something else. What goddess wants a message for Aquarius, Aquarius Sun, Moon, or Rising? Oops. Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Expect a miracle. So funny. I want to tell you a funny story. And I know this person's going to watch this. So, hi, you know who I'm talking about. A friend of mine has always been careful. And, you know, just careful. And sometimes when you're careful, you don't want to believe that, you know, anything is possible. Like there's just like, there's like a something. And another friend of ours said, you know what I do? I just expect miracles. And so my friend decided she was going to take that on. She's an Aquarius. And so that's her mantra now. And she's like, she said to me the other day, she goes, it's working. Expect a miracle. Mother Mary. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So if you're looking at that pile of rocks in front of you, expect a miracle. Expect that, you know, somebody is going to come and help you move it. It says, and I will hold the card up here, yeah, there we go. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, hold on. I opened to the wrong Mary. Here we go. Have faith. Yeah, I said that. A message from Mother Mary. Faith is a light that illuminates your pathway. Without faith, the future looks very frightening. That's why it's essential for you to take whatever steps are necessary to keep your mind and heart filled with faith. Please don't give up hope on yourself or other people. Keep a candle of faith burning within your soul, as that one small inkling of hope can eradicate the darkness of despair. Be the light that eliminates someone else's gloomy hopelessness as well. For as you make others stronger, it strengthens not only yourself, but the entire world. Keep expecting miracles. All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful month. Please like and subscribe. If there's somebody, an Aquarius out there that may benefit from this reading, why don't you share it with them? I do readings, astrology, Kabbalah, numerology readings, a combination called a Kabbalistic life reading. I do have examples of it on my on this channel. If you want to go to any of the videos, it'll just say astrology and Kabbalah or Kabbalah of. You can put that in on the search and it should come up. I did all the 2020 candidates pretty much. So there's a lot of stuff there where you can see how I do it and what kind of reading it is. But it certainly changed my life when I had it, so much so that I had to learn how to do it. And that was about 25 years ago. So, all right, guys, have yourself a wonderful month. Take care, stay safe, and expect miracles. Namaste.